Okay, one last kind of, I think it's kind of a fun example. We actually have to solve for x for this one and figure out some things. So it's going to be a little bit of a process, but try and figure this out on your own, which I always recommend, but follow along closely. Okay, so what we're doing is a room has the dimensions shown here. Molding was installed around the edge of the ceiling. I would have to say that this isn't going to quite work out, but let's say that 80 feet of molding was used. And if you're unfamiliar with molding, it's whatever that stripe is down at the bottom of the floor or up at the top. Sometimes if they have crown molding up along the ceiling, it's the kind of the decorative wood. In my classroom, it's just kind of a brown strip of rubber. It's not terribly beautiful. But in a lot of houses, you'll have some kind of decorative wood strip along the bottom. It's really actually just to hide where your carpet stops or where your tile or other flooring stops. But that's what we're putting in. We're putting in a strip of wood all the way around the ceiling of this room. Okay, and so we know that we used 80 feet of molding, and these are the dimensions that we have. We need to figure out what is this dimension right here and what is this dimension right here to be able to figure all of this out. To figure out this one right here, we know that the whole length, right, this whole length is 3x plus 4, and that this length right here is x plus 3. And so this length right here, where my blue arrow is, that's going to cover just, let me see if I can explain this better. That's going to cover the difference between the two. Okay, so if I were to add x plus 3 and whatever goes right here at this blue arrow, that would be 3x plus 4. So to do that, I'm going to do 3x plus 4 minus x plus 3. Notice I'm lining up the degrees of my polynomial. 3x minus x is 2x, and 4 minus 3 is 1. So 2x plus 1. So this right here is 2x plus 1. And now same idea with this length right here. The whole length is 6x, and then this little part right here is 2x plus 2. So if I do 6x minus 2x plus 2, and I could put a plus 0 right here, then 6x minus 2x is 4x, and 0 minus 2 is negative 2. So 4x minus 2 would be this part right here. Okay, so now we have all the information we need, and we just need to add everything together to find out to figure out what the total perimeter is. So if we add this all up, keeping everything kind of in standard form, 6x plus x plus 3 plus 4x minus 2 plus 2x plus 1 plus 2x plus 2 plus 3x plus 4. Okay, and that's a little intimidating, and I get that, and we'll have some that are probably more intimidating. But the best way to do it is just to go through and mark all of your like terms. So I'm marking all of my x's first. Okay, so we have plus x's, plus, and then I will sometimes I circle, sometimes I put a square around it, but I'm going to mark all of my other terms. And sometimes you might have enough terms that you're using multiple shapes, triangles, squares, pentagon, I don't know, trapezoids. But you just want to somehow distinguish what things are going together. So I'm going to take all of my underlined ones and put them together. So I have 6x plus 4x plus 2x plus 2x plus 3x. And make sure you take this whatever sign is directly in front of the number so that you account for any negatives. Okay, so 6x plus 1x, that's 7. 7x plus 4x is 11x, plus 2x is 13x, plus 2x is 15x, plus 3x where was I? 8, 12, 18x. Okay, 18x is my total for the x part. And then I'm going to take my numbers and put them together. I have 3 minus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4. Kind of a fun thing to do. I have a negative 2 and a positive 2. Those are just going to cancel. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 4 is 8. So that all equals 8. And so 18x plus 8 is the polynomial that represents my perimeter. And we know that that has to add up to 80 feet. So 18x plus 8 equals 80. Again, we're just going to follow through our general forms here. 18x, might subtract 8 from both sides, and we get 18x is equal to 80 minus 8 is 72. We know that this is going to divide quite nicely because both are divisible by 9. So divide both sides by 18. That gives us x equals 72 divided by 18. 72 over 18. Divide both of these by 9. 9 goes into 72 8 times. 9 goes into 18 2 times. And so x is equal to 4. And if you really wanted to, which, I mean, I kind of do, but you probably don't. And that's fine. You could just solve for x equals 4. I kind of want to know what each dimension is, so I'm going to plug my 4 in. So 6 times 4 is 24. 4 plus 3 is 7. 4 times 4 is 16. Minus 2 is 14. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. And hopefully, remember how we had to find those two dimensions. Hopefully that adds up. 10 plus 14 is 24. 9 plus 7 is 16. So it all works out. So next time you're doing molding around your room, represent it as a polynomial just to make things more interesting, and then figure it out this way, I guess. I don't know. Just kind of an interesting problem, I guess.